How's it going? I'm here to bring you meal number 2, which in chronological order of the day would be meal number 1. We're talking pancakes. You know the old proverb, give a man fish, I don't know it apparently. Give a man fish, he'll be hungry later. Teach a man to fish, he'll feed himself for a lifetime, some shit like that. 2 things in my life have been, well, one of them is pancakes. The other one was grilled cheeses, where when I learned how to make grilled cheese and when I learned how to make pancakes, I was like, are you serious? You're going to give me that power to make it whenever I want? And let me just say, I haven't made a grilled cheese in years, but pancakes is every other day. Especially because of the way I make it, it's the most complete, well-balanced, delicious brunch kind of meal. Come with us. So, part of the secret is Trader Joe's berry medley. Boom, $2.79. And then, of course, the other secret is Morningstar Farms breakfast patties, which again buy them at Trader Joe's. The final secret is just pure maple. Splurge on the good stuff. That's actually by far the most expensive part of this meal. So here's what you do. Get all your crap out at first. This is a great cooking show. You load up these puppies right away. Normally they take about 12 minutes, but with the toaster from hell, it only takes about 9. And who cares? Put it to 350 or something. It doesn't matter. With the hell toaster, I'm going to have to just save it from burning at some point. Meanwhile, the top of that toaster is going to get warm, so you might as well do something useful with it, which for me is normally a plate full of berries, as well as warming up my coffee, if I've had some coffee and I want it warm. So I'm going to see if that works. Yesterday, I made the brilliant move of putting a cup like that into the toaster. I took the grill out and I just put it right in front. I think it would have almost worked, but I left it in there for a while and so it burned. So one of my other, this isn't really a secret, but just a good idea. Before you do your cracking and your mixing, lay out a little paper towel to catch the spillage. For those of us that have crazy, conflicted moral consciences, like my friend Dave, who wrote a little bit of an essay this morning that I read about, you know, having a hard time dealing with the idea of needing to take life in order to sustain our own life. It's a bitch, ain't it? It really is weird. I actually always thought that eggs were embryos. Like, I didn't realize that they were unfertilized. So I always assumed that these were little chicken fetuses that we were eating. Which is why I've always thought eggs were gross. Even fake egg, like, I'm addicted to Cadbury eggs come Easter time, and I used to not eat the yellow icing in the middle because I was convinced it was the egg part. Let's turn this around. I think that's the correct angle for product placement. You realize at some point I'm making money off this whole thing, right? Alright, so we need a cup of the juice. And by the juice, I mean the multigrain mix. Powder, dumping powder is always nasty, so do it over the bowl. I like how I'm really acting like I have any cooking advice to impart upon people that anyone who would be watching this wouldn't already know. But not just when you're pouring, when you're recoiling this. I don't know if you could catch that. I'll see if I can do some slow-mo. Chicken fetuses. Chicken fetuses. Dumping powder is always nasty, so do it over the bowl. Or even right there, it's dropping off everywhere. You're trying to keep your mess in the designated mess zone. And I sound more anal retentive than I really am. I just hate cleaning. And you need half a cup of milk, which you would think I would go ahead and use the half a cup thing, but that's an extra dish to wash. And one of my signature cooking principles is conserve dishes. So I would rather just eye it with this and then go, yeah, it looks about half. Alright. Horizon. The way that pseudo-vegetarians feel good about raping cows of their mammary excretions. Raping cows of their mammary excretions. That could be an album name. Alright! Okay. Next step is we need to try and time this all in the least amount of time possible. You've got to get the pan warming up while you're mixing this. So we're doing a little switcheroo. Alright. So this buddy's getting hot. Let's spin up this schnapp. See if we have the right consistency. Being very careful not to be too aggressive, because this is the other way that debris outside the spill zone happens. Trust me. We've all been there. Ah, see? Too aggressive. Something outside the spill zone. Oh, crisis, crisis. This is getting hot too soon. Cooking shows are rough. So much to think about. Alright, now the one secret ingredient, which is totally revolutionary. Cinnamon. Why? I don't know. What does the cinnamon add, you might ask? I have no idea, because I've never tried it without it. I've just always put it in, because I figure, why the hell not? I like cinnamon. I'm making something pseudo-confectionery. Might as well, live it up. Alright! For those of you who've made pancakes a lot, you may know what I mean when I say the first one is sort of a sacrificial lamb. Like, I don't know what it is, but you need that first one just to get the pan kind of going. So it always ends up being this kind of nasty, warbly color, which is okay. So I never make them that big, because I know it's not going to be the prettiest one. And I like to eat only the prettiest ones. Someone take that out of context. Okay. Here's where we start moving the berries around just to make sure they're getting defrosted. I don't know if this is actually working. Not at all. I'll probably stoop to putting it in there again, or maybe just making some fresh coffee. Because it's hard to have pancakes without coffee. They go together like, like porcupines and tweezers. That's what they go together like. Alright, we've got the first Michael Bublé's here. Might be a little premature, but Michael Bublé himself was a premature baby. Look it up, it's true. You know, actually, our sacrificial lamb isn't all that bad. He's still got spotty kind of color, but parts of him actually look like that sweet Georgia brown that we're looking for. Black people live in Georgia. Black people live in Georgia. Black people live in Georgia. Chicken fetuses. Okay, I can't imagine that anything else worth seeing is going to happen for the next 5 minutes. Alright, you see it near completion. You stack the pancakes up here so they stay a little bit warm from the toaster. You take the sausage out and hope that it isn't completely hardened. This is mildly hardened. And then, if you're stupid and don't learn from your mistakes, you try to reheat your coffee cup, because there's no microwave here, by putting it in here, sliding it so it doesn't touch anything, and finding out if it burns. And in the end, this is the loveliness that we were about to eat. It's coming right to you, berries first. Stupidness? Genius! Stupid plan. Well-orchestrated plan. Bound to be a disaster. Bound to be delicious. I really want to keep going because I'm trying to warm up my voice. Certainly not to be satisfying. The exact opposite! Okay, that had to be piercing. I apologize.
Michael Bluth had gotten up early and
just thought I'd show you guys my breakfast nook.
His mother
I rotate the screen around so that I can watch my Arrested Development while I eat. That's it.
Put her wake-up time in the